This is CPA, and you're listening to Wrestle Talk with David and Pops. Let's go, girls.
I don't have the music, but there you go, baby. Woo! I like that stuff with Revolver.
What is love? Baby, don't hurt me no more. Where is the love?
You are listening to Wrestle Talk with David and Pops Yamolata.
Rey Mysterio, Dragon Lee, and Penta. Why would we put him with his brother? Again, still going on about this.
Right, bringing up people's past is definitely not.
It's bullshit. You gotta bring up people's past, and then that ruins their career. I understand. He understands too. He said multiple times he's taken a break from wrestling. He is now stepped away because he feels, this is his career is pretty much over.
And that's what I was just getting ready to say. If you get ready to, I'm a TikTok Dave. I love dancing.
What's up, y'all? This is Leary, and you're listening to Wrestle Talk with David and Pops. Yeah!
If there's ever anything that a recently disabled guy can do for them, I will do whatever I can. I will never be able to repay. I appreciate it. I love everybody.
My fuck you of the week. Fuck you, Ayla.
This is Top 5 Dead or Alive, Sammy Diaz here, and you're listening to Wrestle Talk with David and Pops.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Wrestle Talk with David and Pops, episode 16. We're back at you. Season 3, episode 16. Yes, we are back. We took a slight break after WrestleMania,
Right.
with no streams, but we are back. With that being said,
Our new day, Friday.
yes, we are
And
on a
the
new
poll
day.
was up, and our new day is going to be Friday, so we're going to be streaming on Fridays and Saturdays now.
We'll be streaming Friday for Wrestle Talk with David and Pops, and then Saturday it will be uploaded on YouTube, Spotify, and everywhere else. With that being said, we will get right into it this week. We're starting off with last week's Smackdown. To be fair here, we only have Smackdown, Collision, Raw, and Dynamite. Me and Pops did not watch NXT. Did not watch TNA. Sorry to disappoint those, but we will make up for it by talking about a independent show that we watched instead.
There you go.
So, that being said, Smackdown for... This is the wrong...
Yeah, this is the wrong.
Well,
Let's sing a song.
I forgot I went into Smackdown. I accidentally clicked 2025, not 2026. Yeah. So,
Well, that would be, yeah, let's go.
the
Let's
last
get it going.
Smackdown of the month of April, we seen Tiffany Stratton defeat Julia to win the title. Not the happiest about that. Not that I don't like Tiffy. I love Tiffy time, all that stuff.
Not good jazz, but
Did not really like, I should say, the amount of times Julia defended the title and how she just kind of just lost it out of nowhere on a random Friday.
right, there you go.
Could have put it on the WrestleMania card. If we're being honest here.
Right, well, and that maybe would have saved WrestleMania.
It would have saved WrestleMania and
Maybe.
by miles
bit.
probably. Paige and Brie Bella versus Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair ends in a No contest. No contest, though, because Fatal Influence made their debut on SmackDown.
Yeah, it's good to see that.
Nice roster call-up.
Yeah, there's going to be some nice roster call-ups and stuff like that, and that leads us to some sad news.
That will lead us, yeah, we'll talk about the bad,
sad news.
Sad things after. The WWE Tag Team Champions Damian Priest and R-Truth defeat the MFTs, Tama Tonga and JC Mateo, to retain the titles. I don't know what the fuck they are doing with this team. This family, whatever you want to go, this group, the Tongans and Solo.
Right, it's just the Bloodline 2.0. And
it just sucks. I don't know what they're doing with not to talk about the sad news, but they got rid of their only feud that they had going with the Wyatt Six. But we'll get into more of that after. Danhausen defeats The Miz. I hate this.
I don't know.
You think I hate it because it's a comedy factor and all this? No, I hate it because they're warming us up. They're getting us so used to Danhausen. We want to love Danhausen, so we forget about R-Truth because he's the next to go. He's the next to retire. Right. And I don't like it. I don't like change.
I'm sorry. I think they're on a way to making Danhausen a fucking champion.
I hope not. I really don't.
I just think they're gonna. I just think they got something up their sleeve with that. No. I mean, I'm a big I love Danhausen and this and that and blah, blah, blah. But still, I just...
If you say so. I don't know. Danhausen defeats The Miz.
They're overdoing the first thing, yeah.
And then Rhea Ripley defeated Jacy Jayne via DQ. 2 matches ending in a no contest / a DQ.
Yeah. Well, you know, what was it? A total of 4 matches throughout the night? And
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 matches, but 2 of them
6 matches
were
ended by DQ, and with the news coming,
and then Jacob
Fatu
later defeated Solo Sikoa to finish off SmackDown. Now we can talk about other things that are SmackDown related. SmackDown already going back to 2 hours. Yep. Again, what was the reason of going to 3 hours if you're just going to go right back to 2?
Right, and that's why they purged the damn list, because the NXT call-ups and stuff like that, but they got rid of some great talent, and I just can't wait to... I don't know.
Did I send you all the releases? Where did I send that?
You sent it on this somewhere.
Yeah, on
the Wyatt Six. The big ones were,
The big ones were the Wyatt Six, Aleister Black.
Kyrie.
Right, so I will read this. Kyrie Sane, Aleister Black, Zelina Vega, Uncle Howdy / Bo Dallas, Nikki Cross, Santos Escobar, Motor City Machine Guns, Dexter Lumis, Rowan, Joe Gacy, Andre Chase, Zoe Stark, Alba Fire, Tyra May Steele, Serena Linton, Tyson, Tyreek, Chris Island, Malik Blade, Trill London, and Luca Crucifiano, or however the fuck you want to say it. And I will say this. Everyone saying fuck Sean Ross Sapp, you're all wrong. He's a reporter. He's getting paid to do his job. Let the man do his job. 1, and 2, maybe if you were better at your job, you wouldn't be fired. 3, if you didn't have an egotistical husband, you'd have a place to go. Maybe you don't ghost Tony Khan. Maybe we're all learning something, that we don't ghost the competition when we're working with the shitty Fed. That's my little
that's
tidbit.
views for our David's views of it, and
I've just...
So explain to me, you're shitty at your job. How about you're out with an injury?
No, she.
And they let
Zoe
you
Stark.
go.
Zoe Stark is cleared. She's cleared. She's
Now-
cleared as of a couple weeks ago.
Right.
Look at Steph
then
DeLander.
you're
That's why she left TNA, because they weren't clearing her.
Okay.
And now look what she's doing.
I don't know. I don't know.
She's running the Indies.
I mean, good luck to all of them. I think. Good
I
luck
hope
to
you all
of
find a
them.
job, and hopefully
wait
for
for-
half of you, it's not AEW.
And I'm waiting for July 27th. I don't know what the fuck it is, but we got Dexter Loomis.
Yeah, Dexter Loomis shaved, cut all of his hair off. His Wyatt 6 dreads that he had going, he cut all those off with Indy Hartwell. So we'll
Right.
probably be seeing a...
And do you realize a lot of people, they don't even understand that they were. Are they still not dating, or whatever?
So I'm going to throw a real big curveball at you here. Indy Hartwell, ready?
Yeah.
Married to a woman.
Oh, okay.
Or she's dating a woman. They're not
Oh
dating.
yeah, but
it's
I know
just a storyline.
they were married. They were married at NXT and this and that, and that's what I didn't understand.
Yeah.
I was like confused completely, but it was great to see him and Indy together again, and I'm just hoping that means.
So, White Lion Studio says, rumor has it that the TKO doesn't like darker style characters, and that's why Wyatt's and Alistair were released. And then also says, weren't both Kyrie and the Wyatts and Alistair all in the middle of storylines? Kyrie
Yes.
and... Yeah, just Kyrie was in the middle of a storyline. They took out... And this is how you know TKO is ruining wrestling, because they took Alistair Black, you know, a dark figure and like manipulative mind games, all this shit, and they replaced him in a storyline with Pat McAfee because they thought it was going to make better views. And guess what it didn't do?
That was for Pat. That wasn't for David. That was for Pat. Fuck you, Pat. I just, I don't know. I just don't like the whole thing, the whole situation.
Well, you know,
It was like a horrible thing, and TKO is killing, fucking the WWE.
killing the business.
They're killing the biz. They're killing it.
Thank God for AEW. We say
They
it
are
every
making
week.
me want fucking Vince McMahon back.
And we're going to stop
And I know
that
you say
right
that
there.
he's a piece of shit, blah 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 blah, this and that, but
yeah, let's have... But everyone wants Vince McMahon back. Go back to watch anything in 2019, and you're going to say, oh, it's kind of better.
yeah.
I'm not part of the We Want Vince.
Yeah, right. They're chanting with the "We Want Vince" or this and that.
And you know what we want
I don't
over
know.
here?
But TKO here. You want a bottom line? Because Stone Cold said so. Here you go. TKO needs to get rid of UFC. Okay. And Dana White, I mean, that man is ridiculous. And this and that, get rid of that, and then maybe start worrying about if you don't think your product is making money, that then you're dumping money into a product that isn't making you any money, and you're taking from money from some talented people. So, I don't know.
Yeah. Before we get into
TKO
this, I was
just
okay. Are
sell
you
it.
gonna just keep going on and rambling so I can grab a water? Or you? I've been like waiting to see if you were gonna stop or not.
Okay, I'm done. It's just yeah.
Okay, AEW Collision, April 25th, Playoff Palooza. The conglomeration defeat the Don Callis family. Andrade El Idolo, Lance Archer, and Hechicero to retain the titles. The Death Riders and the Dogs defeat the Young Bucks and the Rascals. You know, a tag team that, again, we're getting back to these PWG style tag team matches. Yeah, 10-man tags, 8-man tag, 9-man tag, I think it's awesome. I love it. The next match brought a lot of internet drama, if you will. Mrs. Chris Statlander versus B3CCA herself, BECCA on BECCA on God. Did you see any of that? You see any of the Twitter drama?
The Twitter drama for BECCA? No, I did not. You'll have to.
So if
bring me
you've
up to-
seen her attire,
I did see her attire.
so I will pull it up here. If you're listening to this on Spotify, I'm sorry you can't see the attire. This attire looks a lot like someone else's attire who used to be in the WWE. Carmella.
Yeah.
See where I'm going with this. So Carmella, someone had tweeted out and was like, holy shit, I thought that was Carmella. And Carmella tweeted out that she's not retired. She's just, I'm not retired. I just had 2 babies. I became a mama. Like, oh shit. Like, are we going to get Carmella versus BECCA?
That could be interesting.
That would be great. But I do love seeing I do love seeing BECCA on my AEW television.
Yes, I do. Okay, BECCA, she's awesome.
On BECCA, on God, you wish you had this hot bod. Fun fact, me and Dan sung at the last event. We sung the song, word for word. But Roosh defeats Adam Priest, which, again, Roosh is in the main event picture. He needs to be. I think they're building it to him now. Or building him to it now, I should say.
Which they should be. I mean, Roosh has always been. He's a former Ring of Honor champion.
He's also a former Ring of Honor tag team champion.
Yes, he is.
The Triangle of Madness defeat Alex Windsor and Persephone with the help of some blue mist. Sky Blue pinned Persephone. Huh?
There you go. No, I said blue, and I was just listening.
Jack Perry defeats Al Colon, and the Demand defeat Jericho in the Hurt Syndicate. I don't
glad to see Jericho back.
Yeah, so glad to see Jericho back. Can we just...
And he's jobbing. I mean,
he's jobbing.
It's just not...
I just don't know if I don't like it right now. I like it kind of because it's like kind of funny, but it's also like he's doing a little bit too much of like when he's doing a promo, he's like bald, prick, bald, prick. It's like, come on.
Right.
It's just
I
WCW style promo. I don't like it.
Yeah.
Now, before we get on to Raw, we will talk about the Indy Spotlight. We should have a song. We should have a song for that. Get on there.
Well, I'll work on that. Yeah.
Start working on
I
that.
can get
Well, I will let you start this off. I was supposed to be at the show. I did not go due to family things, but start this off. I'm going to grab a drink of water.
All right. This is their first time live on for free on YouTube and stuff like that. So this is how we spent our Saturday night. Me and David, and he's getting himself a drink there. But I didn't throw down any things, but I enjoyed watching it. But you look at the names on that little list, and you see Cruel versus Mance. That was a fucking I believe that
Great
was the
show.
main event.
No, that was the co-main event.
The co-main event, right? And David will be better at talking about what happened.
Let's see. I think the opening match was Jake Christ versus Gringo Loco. Again,
yes,
Gringo Loco is the fucking man. Just whenever you see Gringo Loco advertised on your card, just know you're gonna have a good ass match. You can look forward to that one match because that man is a main event talent, day in, day out.
From Chicago.
He had a nice little promo afterwards where he was showing respect to Jake Christ and then kicked him in the balls. And then drove him into the mat. And then he was like, and fuck Dayton, Ohio.
To be honest with you, probably one of my favorite people from Chicago. No.
To pull back the curtain a little bit, I know, shouldn't do it. My pal who was there, my buddies from work, one of them told me that Gringo Loco went out in the crowd afterwards and was like, hey, I don't actually fucking hate you guys. You guys are cool ass people. Love y'all. Love y'all. Thanks for coming out. Because that's who Gringo Loco is. Fucking cool dude. He bled on me one time at a Revolver show, and I never looked back. He's a cool guy.
He's pretty.
Tie and Die versus the Outbreak. But it was for the Wrestling Revolver Tag Team Championships because the Rascals could not make it due to being on Collision. But Tie and Die came out on top, winning the championships. I'm sorry, I do not like the Outbreak at all. They're JCW guys.
They're the tie or die. They're a good team. They're
a great team.
I did enjoy them. Homegrown type of deal. You know, they're Revolver wrestling, and they've had shots before, I guess, or never really got their shots, and it was good for them.
Yeah, it was good. It was a good matchup.
Okay, homegrown stuff.
I don't think there was a bad match on this card, other than the next one we're about to talk about. Just kidding. Allen Angels versus a debuting Wrestling Revolver debut, Mr. EC3. Never liked him. Sorry. Kind of seems like
good.
It was a good match.
The match was good
because of Allen Angels. But
right, because of that. That's true. I mean, I do enjoy. EC3 is just one of those things that
local Ohio boy.
Yeah, right, and it just he's right up there with the Miz. I don't. From Ohio, you know, really, you shouldn't claim. Ohio shouldn't claim.
No. Then we had, is that Damian Chambers versus Rich Swann? Rich Swann had the crowd dancing. I know that.
His entrance, I mean, he just, when he come out, he just makes you want to dance and have a good time. And no matter, you know, who his opponent is, he usually gets his opponent to get down with him a little bit. Yeah.
And it was Damian Chambers. I was really kind of fading in and out here during this match, but it was a good match. I did go back and rewatch it. I love Rich Swann. Damian Chambers is pretty good. Right. Not my match of the night, but was up there with one of the better matches. There was a elimination games, kind of like War Games without the cage. And it was the Algorithm versus Alpha Sig and BDE. The Algorithm beat Alpha Sig and BDE. Sad.
Yeah, see, like I said, you know, some of the matches, I should have wrote my notes, but I didn't write any notes and stuff like that. But I did enjoy that. It was okay, but not something that I remember as much as Cruel and Mance, and you know.
Cruel, and then that was the co-main event. Cruel and Mance Warner going head-to-head in a like relaxed rules style match. Mance Warner picking up the World Championship. Jeez, I had fucking Wrestling Revolver World Championship. There we go. Jesus Christ.
Which I was shocked.
Say that six times fast.
That they took everything from Cruel, but I understand he's having technical difficulties.
He's not really in the best of light right now, so I don't see why they're taking all the titles off of him. But you know, couldn't go to a better guy than Mance. Mance deserves the fucking world. That man is
belt collector now.
Yeah.
There you go.
IWTV champ, Wrestling Revolver world champ.
You don't know what happened with Cruel.
Yeah, maybe you should get on the IWTV fucking Twitter sphere, guy. No,
Yeah.
Cruel, there was a incident with a stabbing, but then there wasn't a stabbing, and then I guess he punched a guy. And I will say this, it takes a lot of balls to stand up and admit you were wrong, and Cruel has done that. Cruel put out a whole entire apology saying that he's sorry, and like he didn't mean it, and like he shouldn't have ever done that, and he's apologized for his ways. Like we say in the intro, don't bring up, because now that's going to be his past, and it's going to be, oh, you remember when he got this place shut down? No.
Yeah.
Like, just...
Place closed down, and hey, I'm sorry. I mean, it's not all his fault. If the place was having that much problems beforehand, and they felt that they had to shut down because of an incident and this and that, then,
Then it's like,
it's not all his fault, and I just hate to see.
Yeah, exactly.
Because, and people, he's had interaction with this guy before, from what I understand by reading that.
Yeah, the guy ended up, because the guy pushed at him and like was swearing at him and telling him he doesn't want to buy shit.
Yeah. Right.
Like, why you gotta be a dickhead?
And any normal human being put in a situation like that
would have snapped faster, in my opinion.
Right, a lot faster than Cruel did. It's not like Cruel really did anything to him. The people around him did more than Cruel, really.
Yeah, a lot of people...
From what I hear and what I seen. I don't know what happened up until that point, but what I seen was other wrestlers, I understand, coming at him in this and that. I don't know. Cruel pushed him or something, but then...
But anyway, that's in the past. Don't need to bring it up anymore. But what is also in the past is Ganger versus Alex Colon in the main event. The main event death match, the retirement match of Jeremy Ganger, local Ohio legend and lifesaver.
I didn't know much about him, but once this match was started and this and that, holy fuck. I mean, that is just, he was a great guy, and it was a great, to watch that match, and he was a damn good guy, and he was right from that area and stuff like that. You could tell him what was it officially that he did. I believe he saved a bunch of people from shootings and stuff like that.
Yeah, if you could stop talking. Yeah. Jeremy Ganger was he was a, whatchamacallit? Bouncer for a bar. It's called like Peter's or something like that. I don't know. It's in Dayton, Ohio, where I am, where Wrestling Revolver runs shows. And there was a big shooting, and he saved dozens of people just running out and barreling them into the club, just putting his own life at risk. He could have got shot. He could have got killed. This back in 2020. And he was actually brought into the Performance Center to do a tryout for NXT in 2020. And he received a NXT championship when he was there.
And while he was there, yeah.
He got brought out to the Performance Center, and then they held like his own like little celebration there at NXT. So, and then it was great to see him go out on his own terms. And he after the match, he talked a lot about mental health and working with people with mental health problems, and how recently he wanted to kill himself within the past couple years. He wanted to take his own life, but wrestling is what kept him doing it, and wrestling is what kept him going, and fans. So thank you, Jeremy Ganger. Thank you, Alex Colon, for being his last match. Coming out with the win, I know a couple people were upset by it. Like my friends who went, they were upset that, how are you going to let him lose on his own match? He booked that shit, dude. He booked it how he wanted it. And he clearly wanted to go out looking at the lights.
I mean, it was a hell of a... I mean, the match was just fucking amazing. And losing is to one of the greatest deathmatch wrestlers. That's what he wanted. I mean, if you could feel it in his words and stuff like that. And when it was over, he felt that, hey, yeah, I lost, but I got beat by the best.
Yeah,
How many
he got
people could
beat
say
by
that they got in the ring and fought,
and fought Alex Colon. And that has been the IWTV Independent Wrestling Spotlight, Indy Spotlight, whatever you want to call it. Even though it was not on IWTV this week. It was on YouTube. But IWTV is the best $10 a month you will spend.
Definitely, for sure.
Tomorrow, you can go on IWTV after the RTPW stream and watch Blitzkreig Pro. It was never a phase.
Blitzkreig Pro.
Where the Headbangers will be taking on Jeremy Leary, Logan Black, and Thick Daddy Andy Brown.
Yeah, I mean, that's good. That's gonna be an awesome match.
Yeah, sick.
The Headbangers with Bobby.
Bobby Orlando.
He's my mom.
Now we're gonna get on to shitty wrestling for one segment, because lackluster Raw, but good side. There was no DQ finishes.
There you go.
Penta defeated Rusev. The Women's Intercontinental Championship Open Challenge, Becky Lynch defeats Io Sky to retain the title. How are we feeling about that?
I don't think that was intended for her to begin with.
No.
That was a Kairi Sane thing or whatever her name was. Kairi. And I think that it might have been the same outcome, but I think that that's where we should have started something.
I now feel like it's a downgrade to... kind of downgrading Io Sky.
Yeah.
She was a world champion, and now she's going for the Intercontinental Championship. It's all right, but that was building for Asuka versus Io, which is going to happen at Backlash. And a lot of people are speculating that they need to do the R-Truth thing again, where R-Truth came in with the hoodie on and attacked whoever.
Right.
But
wasn't it not John Cena? But I can't.
It was Cena. He came in and attacked John Cena.
Right.
But I don't want to see that again, because then it's, oh, hey, we worked you guys by throwing away talent, and then you demanded it back on Twitter. So now we got to bring it back.
She was already over in Japan. So.
She's already back home. She said, fuck America, you all suck. I'm gonna go
have some good food and hang out with the family.
Yeah, exactly.
But that could also be a work, just like a fucking Lesnar thing. I keep hearing people, he's gone, he's done. His family saying no, and now I keep hearing SummerSlam, he's gonna come back, and blah, blah, blah.
I think he.
I don't know. It's in Minnesota. That's why
it's in Minnesota.
pushing.
But that's the thing is, if it wasn't that way, they would have. In my opinion, I would have booked it where Obafemi got a screwy finish, and then, have Brock call him out again, and then he says the Ruler versus the Beast or whatever. Have that be the SummerSlam main event. Have that be the big match, and then retire. But I think doing it at WrestleMania, because everyone wanted Gunther to retire fucking Brock Lesnar, and that does not need to happen. He's not the next big man. The next big man is and will be Obafemi. Is Obafemi. Sorry.
I mean, if they work it right and this and that, I guess. I don't know. I don't think anybody expected him to take his boots off and, what I'm saying?
think that was a unscripted moment. I think he wasn't supposed to. I think that's why Paul was a little late to get into the ring. Because I think something like that, Paul would have been in the ring immediately and already, clapping and hugging him and all that as soon as he stood up. But Paul was a little late to get into the ring. And then everyone's saying the X. He threw up the X. That means something unscripted. that means something happened. You know? So
Right.
maybe it, you know, good for him either way.
I mean, if he did go, or you know, this is, and it's just I'll keep in speculation, and I know it's got nothing to do with Raw because he wasn't on Raw or anything like that. But it's just, you know, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it's okay.
I think some of it. I'm thinking that, you know, he's lost 40% his. I can't.
I think his internet connection went out.
What happened?
Your internet connection started fucking up real bad.
Okay, I good.
Yeah, you're fine.
But
So-
his tickleitis or whatever the hell it is, I mean, maybe it's really
Diverticulitis.
getting into him, and he just, you know, he doesn't want to do it again until maybe, you know, come out of SummerSlam, let Gunther fucking retire him or whatever.
But then again, we seen that why would, and then I thought about it afterwards. Why would they announce the dates he's gonna be live, and why would they announce the dates he's gonna be there? That was his retirement tour. That was his saying bye to everyone. He didn't have the 6-month-long Cena one, or year-long Cena one, but he got his little retirement tour that he felt he deserved. That being said, Rey Mysterio defeats El Grande Americano. Obafemi defeats Grayson Waller. And the Judgment Day of Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez defeat Bayley and Lyra. Bayley and Lyra have now turned into fucking jobbers.
Which is sad.
Very sad, yes. Quickly to like, we're not going to go in depth in the matches on NXT. I'm only going to talk about the ones I really kind of paid attention to. Lizzie Rain defeats Nikita Lyons. Awesome.
Returning Nikita, man.
Awesome. Because Nikita Lyons... I'm not answering, dude.
The Sunday before, it was really good.
Was there a PWW debut? What? What you mean? Who's a PWW?
What you be talking about?
PWW debut. Was there a PWW debut on Netflix? Pro Wrestling Revolver? Oh, NXT. No. NXT... Sorry. NXT did have a debuting... Yes. Debuting Will Cruz. Doing a big ol' moonsault on Tony D'Angelo. I got a text from my coworker. I don't know what he was. No. He was over there in England. He was an English wrestler.
Fought Bear Bryant.
Bear Bryant. New guy. Never heard of
Bear
him.
Bryant.
He did fight Bear Bronson.
Bear Bryant.
In the States.
I don't know.
He's a British
I didn't see
British pro
NXT.
wrestler.
British, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't see when it happened. I did see the other debut that happened.
Of not good guy.
Not good
of-
guy, yeah.
New Japan's Evil
Well, he
has
does.
debuted in NXT. But a little fun fact I'm going to share here. We had Shawn Legacy and EK Prosper defeat the Birthright. So, did you know that the Birthright has a secret member that they could bring in that has more pull than Lorenzo? Do you know who that man is?
No.
Hornswoggle. Because technically, he's Finley's son. 2008 Great American Bash, they reference Finley as Hornswoggle's dad.
Well, yeah. Well, he was his little
Because he was his son.
leprechaun underneath the ring for many years. Yeah. For a while there was a whole. Yeah. I know they referenced him as his son. I know. Okay, they're gonna bring him in.
This
It's gonna
is
be
a
great.
fun fact. I figured I'd let you guys know.
Hornswoggle's gonna come.
I watched the Great American Bash 2008 today. That's why it made me think of it. But now on to the greatest weekly wrestling show of the week, AEW Dynamite.
Dynamite.
Started off hot with Kevin Knight defeating MJF to retain the TNT Championship.
That
was great.
It was pretty
I
cool.
love this whole MJF on a losing streak now. And yes, 4 title matches on TV, and we're getting a weekly AEW World title matches.
Yeah.
But also at the end of that match, Kevin Knight was sitting in the ring while MJF cut a promo. And Darby came out and said, "You're not getting a title shot, but I know someone who is." He looked down at Kevin Knight. Kevin Knight said, "Okay." So he would either face Brody King or Darby Allin.
And Brody came out and said that.
And Brody acknowledged it and said, "You're going to be fighting me, but that's okay." But then the Brawling Birds, Jamie Hayter and Alex Windsor, defeat Emily J and Jordan Blade. Again, warm up, little filler match here. But I love seeing the Brawling Birds on my TV. Love Jamie Hayter, love Alex Windsor. They should be tag team champions, but they're not. I think that's the next big title change for the women's area. Then we got Kazuchika Okada defeating Ace Austin for the International Championship. A hell of a match.
And like I say every week, and we should just put it on loop. Fucking quality pay-per-view matches. Every fucking match. I mean, every match is just awesome quality, good stuff.
Yes, I agree. Cope and Cage announced that the match against FTR at Double or Nothing the day after my birthday will be a I Quit match. I Quit street fight. If Cope and Cage lose, they will never tag team again. And then they defeated RPG Vice on the show, and Trent Beretta getting cross-faced with the bar from the back of the chair, getting forced to say "I quit." Fucking awesome.
Yeah, it was good. I mean, like I said,
The
that was the main
AEW
event.
Women's Tag Team Championships, the Divine Dominion defeat Hikaru Shida and Chris Statlander to retain the titles. Again, constantly love seeing these women on my screen. What are you putting your finger up for?
Unfortunately,
you're lagging.
use the restroom.
Okay.
So you finish up this, we'll talk, and I'll be right back.
You'll be back in 20 minutes and the show will be over.
No.
Gotcha. Roosh defeats Steve Fortre. I don't know how to say the name, sorry. And then Darby Allin defeats Brody King to retain the championship. What a hell of a match. This is my match of the week. Constantly, I'm a big Darby Allin fan, big Brody King fan. Both these men are just balls to the walls, just so good. Darby does not care, and Brody just fucking throws him around. It's awesome. Seeing Brody go through, there was a spot where he went through the barricade, and somebody posted their POV of it, and he flew through that shit. And he was like, Darby wasn't supposed to move. And yeah, it was nuts. And then that brings me to my wrestler of the week. My wrestler of the week is the one, the only. Everyone thought I was going to say Darby Allin right there, but I'm saying Kevin Knight. That boy is the future AEW World Champion. It does not matter what anybody says. He is killing it currently. Kevin Knight is one of my top favorites in the company right now. He is doing awesome. I love that he's doing the TNT Championship kind of open challenge thing. And yeah, that was my Wrestler of the Week and Match of the Week.
Okay. Well, here you go. Good intro.
Yeah.
For me, I want to go. My Match of the Week was also on this. Okay, hold on. Give me Match of the Week was Brody versus Darby. I'm pretty sure that you already talked about it, right? Plain and simple, Darby's on fire. Brody also. I mean, you can't go wrong with this. What a match. The spots were insane. Brody and Darby just mold together well like peanut butter and jelly. Okay? I mean, both men put so much into their matches. Ain't no way it's can go wrong. The ending saw Darby winning, but real winners were every one of us, and this and that. And that also brings up my Wrestler of the Week, who is Darby. After winning the title from my constant, who before was, if you look at it back, my constant Wrestler of the Week was MJF. He was hyping him up. Darby has proven that he is and always will be in the mind the number one pillar in this company. I'm sorry, you can't go wrong with him. He's one of the great first ones. This and that. Every week comes out and he's wrestling and he's doing top spots and he's cutting great promos and stuff like that. So him and MJF, two of my favorite people and this and that. And that's why Darby wins my Wrestler of the Week and Match of the Week.
All right. There it is. There it goes. There it all is. Quick little, couple little things. I guess CM Punk was caught pushing another fan. And TMZ released the audio about it.
Oh, yeah, I seen that a little bit earlier. And I didn't know if that was another new fan or...
That was another guy, I guess. A lot of people are saying that CM Punk's drunk and all this shit. No, he's just fucking fed up with these people. And this is something that comes out of, again, this is the whole TKO thing. TKO needs, if you're going to be firing all these people and fucking getting so much money from, I'm getting money from this contract because he's too old. Well, how about you invest in some fucking security for your fucking talent, please?
And you can't put all of this on TKO and the wrestlers and this and that. Fucking
and fans.
Wrestling. The fans.
Fans be better.
Where the fuck was it ever been told that I can just walk into your personal life? Okay, you're at a hotel. I'm just going to walk in there. I'm going to fucking take pictures of you. I'm going to touch your ass. I'm going to do whatever, because we've had so many reports of fans. When the hell did that become? I mean, it was when I was younger and I met a wrestler and this and that, I was in an awe and I could barely say anything and this and that. Now they demand things, even when they're in lines for this. Here, sign this, and if the person doesn't want to sign it or whatever, and so it's got nothing to do with them, the fans are like, oh, you don't care about your fans and this and that. Well, no, I'm not going to sign the Intercontinental title belt if I never won it, and why would you want my name on it? And this,
a lot of resellers. A lot of resellers.
Yeah, I understand, and that's the problem. Where now they feel your generation. Well, I shouldn't say your generation. I don't mean it as a plug at you and this and that. It's a lot of the fans nowadays, they ain't fans of wrestling and they ain't fans of wrestler. They're fans of, just like TKO is, greenbacks.
And with that being said, that has been Wrestle Talk with David and Pops, episode 16. We'll see you guys next Friday for another Wrestle Talk with David and Pops.
Peace, love, monkeys. We're out of here.
And we're back for the fuck yous and shout outs. A fuck you of the week. You know, it's going to be a constant for this whole month because it is ALS Awareness Month. I know Pops has this as his fuck you as well. But my fuck you of the week.
I changed it. I forgot.
Well,
It's
my
okay.
fuck you of the
Go
week
ahead.
is ALS. Fuck you, ALS. You're a bunch of pieces of shit. I hate you. Fuck the Yankees. And with that being said, though, even though it is a hard time for the dealing with ALS, I will bring up this as a nice little segue. It says, helping children understand ALS. I know I just said fuck the Yankees, but it's Friends with Lou by Samantha Guerrero, but everyone knows her as Tara Calloway. Links for that book will be in the description. That's my first shout out of the week, is to Tara Calloway. Thank you for everything you're doing, you know, for Jeff. You know, you're a great wife. You're giving a lot of insight into the ALS treatment and the world of ALS. And I do have my Jeff Cannonball jersey right there that will stay behind me until I have to pack it when I go in May. June, not May. Right.
So that was your fuck you? Am I going to go with my fuck you now? Or
Yeah, and then I have 2 more shout-outs to go.
All right, and I changed it up. I know, yes, I did have fuck you to ALS also. And it was, you know, I was pissed off and just in hearing about one of my shout-outs, getting it, and I was really mad. But then I remembered that I had another one, and they're both named Nick. Nick Hogan and Nick Khan. Yeah, I mean, I understand, you know, Brooke Hogan wanted nothing to do with it and this and that. But what the hell? You know, your own brother doesn't invite you to something that, you know, I mean, she's crushed by it and this and that. And a lot of people are saying, David included, told me, oh, she wants money and this and that. No, she wanted no money to do with it. She wanted to stand there next to Andre's daughter, you know, Hogan's daughter, Andre's daughter, and live that moment and not have me Nick be like,
Okay, hurry up.
yeah, because Nick could give a fuck about his family. So fuck you, Nick, and fuck you, Khan, for fucking saying, oh, I invited you through your brother, and that was and now Nick Hogan saying he never said that. So fuck you to the Knicks. And now, am I going to do one of my shout-outs, and then we can get your last 2 shout-outs?
If you want to do that, or if you want to do all 3 of your shout-outs at the same time, or...
All right. Well, I'll just go with 1, and then you can do your 2, and I'll do 2, and stuff like that. A Rebel. Again, ALS has stricken another in the business, so thoughts and prayers are out to her and her family. Rebel was an AEW superstar who has been out of action for over 2 years now and been dealing with health issues. Was in the hospital having a test done when they found and diagnosed her with ALS. So fuck you, ALS. And yeah, there you go. Now you go on to yours. Your 2.
Mine was also... hold on. If I have some written out, I will say those. But I did have... these are old. Alright, so I will say that. Shout out to Brody Lee Jr. Kid is a goddamn star, going under the name The Chosen One. Had his first match against Joey Janela, Mania Weekend. Been putting in the time at the dungeon, and he sure did make his dad fucking proud. Made me cry with the paper spot and his sister Abigail during the match. Finished the match with his dad's taunt and finisher, and then ends the match with a sharpshooter. Indie match of the fucking year. I will say it. I'm sorry. That 14-year-old kid was one of the best I have I've watched. He reminds me of a young Nick Wayne. You know, just like the ambition he's got. But also an honorable mention, Joey Janela, for being Brody's dance partner. Even though you said some mean stuff about his family, made the kid's dreams come true. And, yeah. And then the final shout-out I have is to Rowan. Out of all the releases, his was the first video I seen that it brought a straight tear to my eye. He's talking about Bray, talking about Luke Harper, a.k.a. Brody Lee, and I was just, it brought straight tears to my eyes. I cannot wait to see what he does, and because I know he's going to keep that legacy going on. And also an added fuck you is fuck you to TKO, because you used the Wyatt 6, use them as a, to backpack off of Bray's death, and then once
like a tribute.
And then once you figured out it wasn't getting you too much money anymore, you dropped him. So fuck you, TKO and WWE.
Yeah. So we seem to have a lot more fuck yous this week than normal, but that's the way it is. Now, sorry.
Smoke another one.
My shout out goes out to Will Cruz. I don't know. Is that how you say his name?
Yeah,
Cruz?
Will Cruz.
Debuted on NXT to attack the champ Tony D. Was pure awesomeness. This kid's going to be huge, and not just talking his size, guys. I mean, he is going to be huge. Shades of a young Walter or Bam Bam Bigelow. A lot of people are saying they see a lot of them in the kid. The kid's awesome. He's going to be great. Welcome to the WWE universe. I hope they just don't do you fucking wrong, because this kid is going to be good. He's going to be good.
He's going to be good.
Again, and then my last and final shout out. I was writing it out right before the show started, and then Dave was like, I just shoot from the hip. So I got the Boston area teams. That's right. I'm from Massachusetts. Right currently on my television right now and getting ready to watch the Boston Bruins, who hopefully, if they win this game, could go to a Game 7. The Celtics are in the playoffs. The Red Sox are doing okay. They kind of suck a little bit. And the Patriots, of course, I hate them anyways. So who cares? But to all those teams, I just want to give them all a shout out and say Massachusetts is proud. Keep going, and go Bruins.
All right, we're gonna raid Grizzly Kid 4. Shout out.
Okay, Grizzly Kid 4.
Ooh,
We're ready to go. Get those things. Hold on.
Good night, everybody.
I'm good to go. Peace, love, monkeys. We're gone.